It's time for local stories from across the East. Local food. Local fashion. Local businesses. This is your home for local. This is the East's Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina CW.
Ooh, showstopper. Outgoing orange. I don't know about y'all. Kind of digging it. Hi there, and welcome to the East Daily Download. I'm John. I'll be your host until, well, wherever the heck Mark is when he decides to show up. Let's try to come up with a good color swatch here. Well, none of these are really doing it for me, but thinking some of this. What do you guys think? Maybe a more neutral color, something a little bit more outgoing. I don't know. I really wish Mark would show. Oh, what are you doing?
John, what? I had a voicemail left by you saying the show had been delayed.
Yeah, for a little bit, for dramatic pause. I needed that just for, we're trying to introduce people, get a good idea of what we want to go with here. I don't know, I was thinking a showstopper.
Where's Lauren?
I don't know, don't care.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So did she get a message also saying that things were delayed?
Maybe.
Come on, Anise, I expect better from you. Okay, yeah, so we're doing paint colors.
Yeah, going with this, what do you think? I think showstopper.
Because you're a showstopper.
Yeah.
Yes, the
Hey,
show is coming to an abrupt halt right now, isn't it?
Yeah. It's your fault. You brought me out from behind the camera.
Yes, I
only
created
got
the
yourself to
monster.
blame.
Yes. So we got a big show today. Hi, everybody. How you doing?
Hey.
Mark, I'll be your, I guess, well, he's already your tour guide today, so I'll just be running shotgun today. Yeah, paint colors, we got a lot, but we got to decide something that really works for the room, not just for your complexion.
I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll have that talk a little bit later in your office in private. But I don't know. What were you thinking?
Do you understand why he was behind the camera now? Anyway, yes.
Yeah.
I think the purple is great, but I don't think it works with your complexion, if that's what you're concerned about.
Fair enough. It is kind of regal, but I understand.
Yeah. So we have a big show in store for you today. We're going to, Jerry Jackson's going to be joining us here in a minute, and we want to celebrate Jerry and all the weather people today because it's National Weather Person's Day. So if you see a meteorologist, thank them. And we'll do that a little bit later. So why don't you throw to it, and I'm going to go and find Lauren.
Yeah, sounds good. Right now, coming up, check out this latest week's edition of Weather Kids. We got it for you here, right on EDD.
Now downloading Weather Kids.
Recently, I had a chance to visit with the students of Beargrass Charter School, and this is always one of my favorite places to visit as the students are so engaged and ready with questions. One student had an interesting question about hurricanes. What was the worst hurricane to make landfall in the United States? That's tough to answer because you can define worst in many different ways, by damage, by fatalities, even by size. But if you look strictly in terms of strength, there have only been 4 hurricanes to make landfall as Category 5 systems in the United States. The Florida Keys storm of 1935, which also holds the record of lowest landfall pressure in the U.S., Hurricane Camille in 1969 along the Gulf Coast, Hurricane Andrew in 1992, and another Florida storm, Michael, in 2018. Incidentally, both Andrew and Michael were originally classified as Category 4 hurricanes, but post-storm analysis showed that both reached Category 5 status, placing them into an elite class of storm. From the WNCT Now In Your Side First Alert Weather School, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Jackson. Class dismissed.
Now downloading Wacky Wednesday.
Got it? Look at Brian over there sipping like you told him to.
Sure, we'll have that up there. Should lotion my hands a little bit more.
You want some?
Nah, it's cool.
Have you seen Lauren?
Yeah, she's right there.
The Skywalker, the whatever you call that thing.
Are we allowed to say that?
Skywalker, sure, why not? B block, take 1.
I feel like my hair is like, boom.
This honestly would have been a perfect time to toss to Let's Craft.
No, I was being funny. I thought I was being funny. I guess I just sucked at it. Merry Christmas.
This was a
Merry Christmas.
This was a John-centric show.
Our nation's capital, decisions are made here that affect all of us. And today, more than ever, people want truth, understanding, and accountability. So join us every evening as we bring you CBS News original reporting from around the world, while keeping our eye on what's going on right here in Washington.
And bringing you the latest news and weather across the East.
The CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell from Washington, D.C.
After WNCT 9 In Your Side News.
Treasure that really fits in with the area, I guess. Resort Peach. Could do
John.
Perennial Red. Oh, hi.
I got a message that the shoot was delayed. Hey, everybody, where's Mark?
I don't know. I was just checking these little colors. Again, don't think about Mark. What do you think about these different options that we have here?
I like the neutrals, like this Polar Star or the freshly baked.
I was kind of hoping for something with a little bit more punch to it, something to really jazz up the background.
Something red, maybe.
I'm not trying to. No, not going in that direction necessarily. I mean, I do like perennial. It's all the time.
See, it's true.
It's a little too red. There is
little
too much of a
too
good
red.
thing. I'm not sure if you know that.
I like the grays. You don't like the grays?
I mean, they're neutral. I guess we can kind of go with it.
I like this one.
You don't want to go like super green? We can turn the background
Oh,
whatever we
wow.
want.
Okay, so I'm going to talk John out of all of this and check out this next story. We'll be back. You can't, no.
I think that
Lime green.
we could be on a beach somewhere with that.
My name is Faith Tingle, and this is Sewing Creations. I own the store, and I'd like to introduce you to all my fabric. People used to come in with a pattern, and with that pattern, they'll have on the back, they'll have a list of what they might need. We try to cut whatever they need, whether it may be a half a yard or a quarter of a yard or maybe more. We also look and see what backing they need and what batting they need, and we cut that according to what they need. We always tear the backing because the backing is not on the roll straight, and if you don't tear it, you will not get the right amount of fabric. One piece would be short, 1/4 would be short, so you always want to tear it to make sure it's even. By tearing it, it's on the grain, so therefore it'll be straight. Like if people would want, like say, a half a yard of fabric, we put a straight edge down to make sure that we get it straight, and we look down at the thing and make sure we got it straight, and we'll take the cutter and we cut down like so to make sure that we are getting the right amount of fabric for each piece. We have a lot of notions in the store, anything from elastic to needles to clips for holding your quilt and all kinds of thimbles. A lot of people don't really know what notions is. Notions is like elastic. Notions is your needles. Notions can be thread. Notions can be markers. Anything that you use for your sewing is considered notions. This is clips that you can hold your binding with when you're trying to whip your binding on your quilts. This is some needles. We have not only this type, we have many other types. This is a few of our seam rippers. This is also thimbles, and we also have many different sizes of zippers. We also carry scissors in a case.
We often talk about winter in eastern North Carolina. Sometimes you never know what you're going to get. We can range from severe weather to snow. So we are always watching. That's the first thing I do when I wake up every morning, as I check all the models to see what could be coming our way in the next few days. So one way or another, we're going to do always our best to keep you informed on air, online, and of course on our mobile device too. Make sure you download that WNCT 9 On Your Side First Alert mobile weather app. That's the best way to stay on top of winter.
Dre of the East is a local artist here in Greenville, and he spends a lot of his time here in this studio. He's working to create a safe space for artists in the community to come together and express themselves.
If you align your passion with your purpose, I feel like you'll make it far in life.
Drayvon Fairley has been making music since he was 14 years old. When his dreams of becoming a football player didn't go his way, he decided he wanted to make an impact on people's lives through music. He works in partnership with media majors and VVS Studios. The main goal they're working towards is to grow the music community in Greenville. Through these open mics and events, he's able to give a voice to artists who want to learn and develop their skills, which can be a vital part in maintaining someone's mental health. He also sees it as a chance to help the youth in the area stay on the right track.
We have a few now that come out and perform with us. They're like 18, 19, some 17, 16. You know, they're in gangs and stuff like that, but because they're with us, they're not out there doing stupid stuff. And when they come in, we say no gang signs, no gang dances, no, you know, shakes, no none of that. And they follow those directions, and they come out to have a good time.
If you would like more information on Dre of the East and how you can get involved, you can go to WNCT.com. In Greenville, Ariana Kraft, 9 on your side.
After your favorite CBS shows, watch your local 9 on Your Side news at 11 to wrap up your day and to prepare for tomorrow with your local news.
I'm Shayla Reeves. Thank you for joining us.
Drivers in the city of Washington have a reason to be excited.
Weather.
Later tonight, our winds will begin to switch around.
Education.
Chief Beasley says that this program helps give students a second chance.
City development.
The city is finally opening its first ever license plate servicing branch.
And more from across the East. Every day, WNCT 9 is on your side.
Hey everybody, welcome back. I went and got Mark. I let him know that, you know, come this way, but I'm really hoping we go with a more neutral color instead of, I just didn't like John's idea in terms of doing something
I'm sorry,
bright.
I heard don't like John's ideas. Hi.
Yeah, I figured that would get
it was like
you this way sooner.
The call across the building.
Right, well, John,
So what's the...
I think we left off with John liking a lime green or something, but yeah, I want to do a gray.
Yeah, I agree.
I think this is
Agreed,
my favorite.
done.
Me and Anissa both really like this one. I talked to her earlier.
Essential shade. What
Yeah.
is that one? Grayish?
Yeah.
What is that? I can't even see what that
That
says.
says intuitive gray.
That's so hard
I think
to
this
read.
one's too dark.
Yeah.
And I don't know, this one might not be too light, but that sweet spot right in the middle maybe might work.
What do you all think? What does everybody think at home?
Yeah.
Since you got to look at it every day on the show. See,
It's
you're
true.
an important part of this decision.
You really are.
It's going to be gray, so we cut that part of it off. So it's just a matter of,
color gray?
is it modernist, Stone Isle, Icy Avalanche?
There's
that
that
sounds
option
like a cool
too.
title.
Some of these are nice, but then
Yeah,
once
a
they're
little
up
blue.
in this lighting, they just look blue. So
Well,
I don't know. But at least we're set. We're set on a gray.
Yeah.
So we're good.
So
We're
that's
with
good.
that.
So okay, let's get back to the show. We've kind of got that locked down.
We got this locked in.
Check out this next story. It's awesome. You'll like it, and we will see you in a little bit.
Yeah, we'll
like
be back.
in like
we're
the next 7 or 8 minutes,
We're
something
gonna
like
talk
that.
about floors next.
Yay! I'm really excited. I gotta go back to my desk.
30 years ago, Dippin Dots changed the way the world thinks of ice cream. When I was a kid, I always remember wanting to buy Dippin Dots, and my mom would never let me because they're too expensive. And in 2011, I saw an opportunity too good to miss. My name is Scott Fisher, and I'm the CEO of Dippin Dots. I wanted to get down to the floor. I wanted to get down in the parks. I want to get out with our franchisees, and I wanted unbiased, raw feedback.
I feel like if they put them in more malls, it'd really help expand our business.
Yeah. While undercover, I'll be assuming the identity of Brad, unemployed welder looking to change careers.
Look at this. I feel like a different person.
The thing that concerned me a lot while being undercover was the stress the employees are going through from the increased production.
We may come in at 5 and work till 6:30.
With all that growth, there's going to be some stress points.
Probably the biggest complaint that we get is that they're overpriced. If anyone ever asked me a penny for my thought, it would be a medium cup. I don't know, maybe like 7 ounces instead of 5.9, do 5, 7, and 9.
The feelings I got from learning from these employees, seeing their dedication and their love for the brand gives me a lot of confidence for our path forward and our sustainability of the business.
It's ingrained in me.
Of course I know what the themes are.
Entertainment Tonight. That's what people want.
It's hard to think of Entertainment Tonight without.
Oh, I know it.
I mean, come on. Since I was a little kid.
This is
Entertainment Tonight. This is the Bible of show business.
Winter is here, and that means farmers are preparing for April by repairing equipment, replacing parts, and retrofitting things to do differently. While temperatures are dropping at night, farmers are keeping our pigs warm by ensuring heaters are working. Piglets are comfortably sitting at 74 degrees 24/7. The Pitt County Soil and Water Conservation District successfully cleared 27 miles of Contentnia Creek and Little Contentnia Creek. The stream obstructions from Hurricane Matthew that have been impeding stream flow and navigation have been removed. U.S. Secretary of Agriculture Ray Starling, who currently serves as General Counsel to the North Carolina Chamber of Commerce and President of the North Carolina Chamber Legal Institute, was the guest speaker at the Pitt County inaugural Farmer Appreciation Dinner last week. It was hosted by the Pitt County Farm and Food Council. And to finish off this week's Farm Report, here's an ENC Farm Fact. According to the latest data from the Agricultural Census, Beaufort County produced 41,000 hogs and pigs and harvested 42,500 acres of corn for grain bushels. For the East Daily Download Farm Report, I'm Katie Augustine.
Hi, I'm Darisa Robles, the social media manager at WNCT. WNCT Now was born because digital is growing big and even bigger like every single day. So we want to keep up to date with every social media tools and whatnot, and we want to have more visual content for the audience. So we created WNCT Now to produce live streams, podcasts, and even a breaking newsroom. WNCT Now is not only broadcast, it's more than that.
The WNCT.com digital dining series gives local Eastern North Carolina restaurant owners a platform to share their story. I will travel up and down the coast talking with the local restaurant or cafe owners that keep the people of Eastern North Carolina fed. The bi-weekly segment is a deep dive into the history of the restaurant, food, and the people who serve it. Coming up this week, we will visit Brewed Downtown in Jacksonville, a breakfast and lunch cafe.
I enjoy the environment. The food's good, it's reasonable, and she has a loyal following. I'm just one of many.
You can find episode 1 by visiting the online originals tab in the feature section on WNCT.com. And if you would like a say, you can vote for the next restaurant that I visit on my Facebook page at Kayla Schmidt WNCT. In the digital studio, I'm Kayla Schmidt, 9 on your side.
Hey world, how's it going? It's Angie Casada. Good morning, good morning. I hope you guys are having an awesome start to your day. It's Q&A with AQ, where you, the viewers, get to send in some great questions that I get to answer. So I know you guys are just trying to get to know me, and I love being able to just be vulnerable with you guys. All right, let's do it. First question. What's your favorite cold weather beverage? Oh man, so I told you, I am so cliche, so basic and cheesy. I love hot cocoa. I'm lactose intolerant, right? So we gotta improvise and use lactate milk and almond milk and stuff. But I love hot cocoa. If there's a chance where I can have something that tastes like chocolate milk like back in the day, I'm all for it, and it's perfect on a cold day. Well, next question, do you have a favorite cold weather meal? Do I have a favorite cold weather meal? I would have to say, yeah, so I'm Dominican, right? And I grew up in Connecticut. A lot of my family lived in New York as well. And anytime it was super cold during the winter, on Sundays, we would go to my aunt's house and she would make this soup called sancocho. It's a Dominican soup and it's phenomenal. It's really hearty, it's really meaty. You got meat in there, you got beef, you got sometimes they'll put chicken, you got plantains, yuca, the whole nine, and you have some white rice with some avocado on the side. Phenomenal. So definitely need to check that out because that's, you could do it on Google or something. It's great. Next question. What's your favorite restaurant in Eastern North Carolina? This is so hard when you're a foodie because I legit love food. I love trying different places and experiencing different cultures through food. I think that's so dope to me. But I might be a little biased because I am Dominican and I'm away from family. So Villa Verde in Greenville is great because it's a Dominican restaurant that's pretty authentic when it comes to just our food, and it almost feels like home away from home. So, and they're super like loving and welcoming. So I would have to go with Villa Verde. So if you haven't tried them, definitely check them out. But that's all we have right now. Again, if you have any amazing questions, please send them to download@WNCT.com, where I get to answer those questions and get creative, you know? Maybe I could do some research or, you know, tell you my whole life story. So yeah, send me some questions. Angie Casada, East Daily Download.
This is good carpet.
That's not bad.
You know what? That just reminds me too much of what I have in my house. This is a little bit different.
It's true. What? I mean,
this one's a little more cushiony, but this one has a little bit more texture and look to it. So, yeah. Okay.
it's, you know. Oh.
Whoa, what's going on here?
There you go.
Is that our old carpet?
This is. It's the old rug.
Aha.
Well,
it's already paid for.
That's true.
We don't have to buy anything.
That's
Saves more
very
money for
true.
the paint.
Yeah, we're gonna need that.
So I guess that'll wrap up this edition of the East Daily Download. And just remember that if you're going out looking for carpet or paint, you can get the WNCT mobile app, shameless plug here.
Yes.
And while you're in the store, say that your significant other is looking at some of the paint or the carpet and you're bored and you don't want to do that. Well, you pull up this show on the mobile app and you can watch.
It's true.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Or with that being said, the mobile app, or you can check us out on social media, Facebook or Instagram.
Yep, at East Daily Download hashtag. And I guess that'll do it for now.
That's it. So we got, paint's picked out. We're
Yep.
going the old rug. I think we're pretty much set. Oh,
And
furniture?
I'm gonna go before this gets, And hey everybody, you got to see John a lot today, so Merry Christmas.
Stay tuned for tomorrow's episode of the East Daily Download. When we hit the road for the next edition of the East Daily Download, we'll check in with our friends from the Down East Wood Ducks. We'll also take a look at a Montessori school expansion. And we've got a loving home coming your way. We'll see you on the next edition of the East Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina, CW.